is the fix. Let's get to the cool stuff. This week, I spent time with social activist and sculptor Haroon Gunn-Salie, who uses art to take the pulse of the society in the country which we live in. His piece Zenina has received international recognition. I began by asking him why he decided to focus on the Marikana massacre.
In 2013, I made a site visit to Marikana and to Wonderkop sub-district, and just to take in the ambience and understand firsthand that scarred terrain, I suppose. And I had conceptualized this installation, and it wasn't until 2018 that I had the appropriate exhibition to present the work.
What struck me about the exhibition, of course, is this haunting singing, almost wailing of Zenina, which of course we understand is the question, what have we done? Why was that important as an element to the exhibition and to the work?
Well, the first thing that the viewer encounters when you immerse in the work is 17 ghosts, right? The figures are presented without heads and without hands as a means to directly engage with loss by representing the loss. I mean, it actually represents scene A, as the inquest describes it, which were the 17 workers that were shot while cowering, while trying to make their way peacefully past the police line on their haunches, and the further 17 workers were shot trying to flee that scene, many of whom were shot in the back. And the work is accompanied by a soundscape, which is spatial. So on the one side of the room you hear the disassembling of the workers, and on the other side of the room, in front of the sculptures, you hear the fortification of the scene by the police.
Your work has caught international attention, and of course this was specific to Zenina because it deals with Marikana, and it was obviously shown at a time when Cyril Ramaphosa's rise to power coincided with your exhibition, and you know, how have people responded?
The justice is yet to come, you know, they're yet
so
to actually be. So
you thought the Filing Commission didn't really resolve the matter?
Well, there's no real impact in people's lives. The struggle for justice and reparations in this matter is completely continuing. So until that there's no surrender, I believe.
I came across a piece of information that the well-known rapper P. Diddy actually bought your art. Is that true? And if so, what did he buy?
He actually bought this work that's behind us here. And it's Turn the Other Way. And the work was done with Mrs. Zelda Hendricks, and Zelda was removed from District 6 to Warm Estate. And I made the faux pas of asking her, wasn't she somehow slightly fortunate to have been removed to the very neighboring area, not to the edge of the Cape Flats? And she said to me, well, I questioned my sanity for so many years. I had to watch the bulldozers demolish District 6 from my doorstep. And how did it feel to be part of the Warmer Estate community that turned the other way? So then the question is, how do we represent that? And by representing it as a mirror that instructs you to turn the other way, if you do that, of course the mirror doesn't exist. Yeah. Of course the injustice that you've just turned your back to in the world is just gone.
For the full interview, check out our YouTube channel, and for his work on District 6, watch MNT tomorrow just after 8. Now, Peter, we've of course looked at the week ahead. What do you think is coming up? What is going to dominate headlines this week?
Well, I mean, there's a ANC in some form. It's either falling apart, or there's some magic. You know, like this young. What a terrific talent this fellow was, and South Africa is full of that, and for some reason there's a built-in safety mechanism in South Africa. We'd never go over the precipice. There's an ANC elections workshop on Monday. Cyril Ramaphosa is going to talk to him. Fikile Mbalula, no matter how many jokes he makes on, is a good elections organizer. It'd be very interesting to be a fly on the wall. Absolutely.
And of course the ANC, as you say correctly, is having that important elections workshop. Yeah. Cyril Ramaphosa is going to be talking to people, and of course people are going to think that we are going to be having an early election. A lot of people are thinking about that, but we'll of course listen to the president. Well, you've got your fix for the week. Take care and good night. We'll see you next Sunday.